Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm a former visa officer and a consultant at Argo Visa. Today I'll be talking to you about the importance of the DS-160 application form and how to answer that question at the end about your social media accounts. The DS-160 application form is the form that every non-immigrant visa applicant must fill out before their interview with a U.S. visa officer. It forms the basis of the first impression that an officer will have of you. It is literally probably what the officer is looking at on their computer screen as they're asking you questions. It'll form the basis of their jumping off questions to start the interview, and it's important that you take this application form seriously. Remember that the DS-160 application form is a permanent part of your record that the U.S. government will probably always have. That means it's incredibly important for you to be honest and disclose your information that's asked for on that form accurately and completely as possible. Being dishonest on this form, at best, will undercut your credibility, and the officer is less likely to believe anything that you say in your visa interview, or at worst, land you in legal hot water. So, what is that question on the DS-160 form on social media really about? This is essentially just another tool for the U.S. government to use to make sure that what you're saying in your visa interview is consistent with the truth. For the vast majority of non-immigrant visa applicants, at most, your social media accounts will get just a cursory review by the consular officer to make sure that there's no red flags, nothing standing out from your social media account to indicate that what you're saying at the visa interview or what you've put in your DS-160 is not true. Now, some categories of visas do get more scrutiny than others. So for example, if you're applying for a fiancé visa or K visa, then the officer might take a closer look at your social media accounts to alleviate any doubts that they may have about whether or not you're really in a genuine relationship with the U.S. petitioner. Of course, if you've been dishonest in any way, the officer can dedicate time and resources to thoroughly combing through all of your social media accounts, any posts or pictures that you have online, and any other online presence. So do be careful, be sure to be honest, and if you know that you have a problematic social media presence, be ready to explain that in your visa interview. Okay, so how do you handle this question on the DS-160? The rule of thumb is to list all of your social media accounts that you've had within the last 5 years, including your username or handle if relevant. If you have any deactivated accounts, the safest course is to list those anyway. If you don't have a social media account, that's okay. It's not required. Kudos to you for avoiding it, and simply write no social media accounts. For most people, this isn't a question to stress about. The officer isn't looking at your social media account so they can pass judgment on what you do in your life or whether or not they like your Instagram poses. The goal isn't to invade your privacy, it's just to ensure that what you're saying to the visa officer lines up with all the evidence that's available to the officer at the time of your interview. If you have questions about the DS-160, about your social media accounts, or how you should be approaching your U.S. visa interview, reach out to us at Argo Visa. We're a team of former visa officers with lots of experience and expertise, and we're here to help you.